Hello everybody, K-Whip here, and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing the Trials of the 9 submachine gun. It is called the Adjudicator? I don't know, it's spelled really weird, don't really know how to pronounce it. But all I know is that it's an extremely good submachine gun. It's the best one that I have personally used in Destiny 2 thus far. It's in the 600 RPM archetype of submachine guns, which I believe is the slowest rate of fire, and it seems to be the strongest one in Crucible. I've heard that there's like a Hake one that also has 600 RPM that's really good, that you get from the gunsmith, so I haven't been able to try that one out, so that one might be better, but this one is definitely very strong, and I'll make a case for why it is probably the best sub in the game. And here I'll show you what is actually on the weapon. For its IntraSync perk, it has something that makes the recoil pattern more vertical, which is obviously a very nice thing to have on basically any weapon. But for a fast-firing full auto weapon, that's exactly what you need. So good IntraSync perk there. It's got pretty solid ballistics. I run this polygonal rifling because it's got the best stability with better handling than the top one. However, this weapon is ridiculously stable, so you could probably go with corkscrew rifling to get a bit more range. And this might actually be the better option, but I personally haven't tried it out yet. Then in this middle row, it has Slideways, which is a perk I believe is on every single one of the Trials weapons. It's quite unique and very nice in my opinion. What it does is when you slide, it will reload, I believe, 5 bullets each time you slide, and it will also give you more handling and stability. So this comes in handy a ton because with a submachine gun, it's such a close range weapon, you want to be kind of sliding into engagements, getting as close to people as you can. So when you're starting a gunfight, you can slide on in, your ADS speed will be extremely fast with that boost to handling, and your weapon will feel super stable as well because the weapon is very stable to begin with, and you have that boost from the Slideways perk. And the buff that Slideways gives you lasts about 2 seconds after you slide, and so you have to wait for the buff to go away to trigger it again, but that really is quite a quick process, and you can get a bit extra ammo and get buffs on your gun every like 2 or 3 seconds. So it's a perk that works really well for my style of play. It's quite aggressive, you can cover the map quite quickly, and just about constantly have buffs to your weapon. The perk you could use instead of Slideways is Hipfire Grip, which makes you more accurate and stable from firing from the hip. However, the hipfire on this gun is actually really good, and I don't think this perk is necessary, especially with how nice the Slideways perk works with this weapon. The last perk this weapon has is Dynamic Sway Reduction, which boosts its accuracy over time while they're shooting, so I mean that's pretty good. I honestly don't know how much of a factor that makes. I wouldn't say this is one of the best perks, but who knows, it might make a difference. But overall, this is probably the most consistent submachine gun that I've used. It can kill very quickly in the close ranges. It's extremely steady. I rarely have issues controlling it like I often do with other types of submachine guns. And it has some of the best range that I've seen on a sub in the game as well, so that's really nice to see. And it registers really well until I really try to stretch its range. So I definitely recommend trying to go and get this gun. All you have to do is play Trials. You can get it from, I believe, any amount of wins, or by redeeming your tokens with the Emissary. So this is definitely a fantastic weapon. There's a lot of good Trials weapons this time around, so it's definitely something you're going to be wanting to grind a little bit. I know the auto rifle is really good as well. I was using in this video, pairing it with this. The sniper's quite good. I've heard the scout rifle's good. And it looks like loot from Trials is quite good right now, but sadly when you go flawless you don't get any better loot than if you had just been playing normally. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and see you later.